Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Banjo-Kazooie, and I'm sad to report that this bull is dead. Before we go to the final stuff, did you know that there was a secret tunnel in the Click-Clock-Wood entrance that leads to a third, well, technically fifth, but a third chain of ding pots, and this one will take us all the way back to Clanker's Cavern. And this guy looks orange. I want to say orange. So, yeah, now we have a whole chain we could do, and I wish I knew that when I was doing all this stuff in towards the end of episode 5, that would have probably saved a good bit of backtracking for the last episode, right? It's not really that big of a deal. At any rate, as of the end of the last episode, we've seen all of the levels, we've talked to Brentilda all of the times, and we have 700, well, this gate only requires 765 notes. So yes, you could technically do the final boss fight and all of the stuff surrounding it, possibly, by skipping a level. And which level would you skip? Probably Rusty Bucket Bay, let's be real. But this is a 100% run, with some extras, you know, the Cheeto stuff. At any rate, there's a giant pad here with 2D's face on it. I couldn't tell you why they decided to do something crazy like that, but let's see what happens when we step on said pad. Why, we get teleported to Fiery Furnace Fun! Wait, is there a ding pot behind us? How have I not noticed that? Anyway, yeah, Grunty's Furnace Fun. Oh, man. Whew. So, yeah, this is Grunty's gimmick, is that we have to do a quiz show of sorts. And, spoiler alert, this is a recurring theme in pretty much every Banjo game, even the ones that have released after the original Banjo-Kazooie. But I feel like they did it the best here, because you have, like, a quiz, but it's surrounded, or it's encased in a board game format, which I do think is cool conceptually, and the execution is solid. However, the difficulty is a whole other story. But we gotta do what we gotta do to save 2D, because she is an adorable, precious little bear with an innocent soul, and we don't want it to be tainted by that evil witch Gruntilda, darn it. Yeah, before we even mess with that, let's go over here and examine the yellow ding pot. It doesn't connect to anything, which is funny. So, wow, I didn't know that happened. So if you step back on the pad, you work back literally in the middle of all that. Is it going to redo the cutscene? Okay, good. It just does a dialogue. Hey, my bad, Grunty. Anyway, let's do a safety state here, and I didn't bother to memorize all of the Grunty answers. Basically, there are different spaces on the board. The blue space with Banjo and Kazooie on it will be a general game question. Bubble Gloop Turtle Choir is swell, but what's on the back of each shell? That's a nice rhyme. A musical note, because it's Tip Top's choir, which is musically themed. Hey, Lucky, yes, you got it right. The next square's yours without a fight. Okay, so the orange tiles with an eye on them will be an image question. Image-related question, I should say. See the picture on the screen? Do you know where you've been? Oh, man, these rhymes are fun. I don't know why they didn't just use the contraction you've instead of you have, though. Actually, I was, like, half paying attention to that, so I'm going to create it. I was so busy focusing on the commentary, I didn't even see what the image was of. Is it Clanker's Cavern? Yeah, it was. Huh. I guess it was the, place with the mutant crabs. Like I said, I was side-eyeing it. So you could try to do all of the tiles. It's a very time-consuming process to do that, but for the sake of the pacing of the Let's Play, I do want to try and find the fastest route out of here, and also your movement is, like, limited and stuff. So I can't even do the cruddy bear scratch attack. Oh, what will we ever do? So I'm thinking I want to go to the Grunty space next. And let's see what question we get here. Don't be smart, you've not won yet. When I was small, what was my pet? Wait, wasn't this a baby dragon? We literally just got this like an episode or two ago. Nice, got an easy one. ask a question from a Brentilda from like 6+ episodes ago, that might be a little more difficult for me. Because this Let's Play was recorded over the span of like a week or two. So, yeah, it tells you what you need to know. How many notes for the first note door? I actually don't remember that off the top of my head. I want to say 75, though. Is it 75? Oh, surprising! It was actually only 50. Huh. That's pretty generous to only have to collect 50 notes from Mumbo's Mountain. Jeez. So the tiles that have a clock, or rather a stopwatch on them, are going to be timed challenges, which could be anything. So this is going to be, oh yeah, a rematch with Boom Boss Box, or Boss Boom Box, I should say. Man, that is a fun alliteration, I'm telling you. Yeah, but we're on a stricter time limit, so I'm actually going to show off the real method you should be using here, and that's the Wonder Wing, which instantly defeats all of the forms of the boxes. And this is just going to go by so bloomin' quickly. There's a bit of more of that British humor in there for you. And we're only down to 3 golden wing. We're going to need a lot of gold feathers for the final boss fight, though. So I'm not sure which way would be faster, but let's do an image test. Except this time, let me actually pay attention to the darn thing this time. Lol. Sure, actually. Wow, that could pass for Grunty's Lair, but I actually think that's Treasure Trove Cove. Yeah, Grunty's Lair isn't even an option on here, so it's Treasure Trove Cove. That's how you get to the lighthouse area. Alright, now is a general game question. Above the sand, you see it glide in Gobi's Valley. What's the ride? A magic carpet? I mean, it's the desert. Why would it be anything else? Why would there be a taxi in the middle of the desert? Note that this was over a decade, almost 2 decades before Super Mario Odyssey. Oh my god. Anyway, the green tiles with a music note on them are music-related challenges. Which is bad, because I'm playing this without music, so I can hear the darn, so that the noise on my TV doesn't get picked up on the microphone. Thank God we have save states, or I don't know what I would do here. So I can't hear what the voice is. So I'm telling you that right now. So I'm going to have to brute force this. So let's create a save state and blindly pick... Wait, there's no character called Baza the Seal, so it has to be Boggy or Waza. And it was Boggy. Wow. Boggy coming in clutch for the 3rd time this playthrough, huh? Well, obviously, if we go to the Grunty Square next, what you see over there is something called a Joker tile, which will give you Joker cards which allow you to skip spaces. But this is quite the detour, but I think we will take it just to get at least one. Because of all those spells I learned, whom at school was my best friend? I think it was Saggy Maggie. But I'm not 100% sure. Was it Saggy Maggie or was it Sweaty Betty? Both of those names rhyme. So, you know, another general game question. These are probably going to be the easiest questions since, you know. Okay, no, this one is kind of rude. Asking how many squares there are on the board? Are you serious? Surely there isn't more than 78, right? Oh my god. There's actually... Is there 94 of them on here? Okay, I was about to say, if there were seriously 100 spaces on here, that's crazy. So I guess sometimes you will get sideswiped. How many turtles? I'm gonna do a state here, but I'm pretty sure it's wait. Is it 7? Or is it 6? Okay, it's not 7, so it has to be 6 of them, right? I could have sworn there were 5. No, huh? Really? Oh! It's counting the giant turtle, Tank Tub, right? Yeah, there we go. Alright then. I think the Joker one is going to be like anything. It could be anything. Freeze's igloo isn't square. How many bears can fit in there? You know, when you actually play the level, there's only 3 Boggy's kids, but technically it's supposed to include 4. Wait, that's not the right answer? So it's 3 and there's a Boggy icon next to it? Really? Wait, what? Okay, I guess it's including Boggy's wife, too. Alright, well, alright then. That was silly. Okay, but the red tile with a skull on it, if you fail this, you instantly get put into the lava and die. You'll have to start this whole thing all over from the beginning. Which is the only aspect I don't like about this, because otherwise this is actually pretty darn fun. I'm going to be perfectly honest. The skull square is like the Joker one in that it can be anything. This looks like the door to the lighthouse from Treasure Trove Cove. So, I guess once again, we're going to answer Treasure Trove Cove. So there we go. And we have another grunty question. Oh boy. So here's 3 answers. One you'll pick. What's my amazing party trick? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's this one. And I was right. Wow, I didn't even need a state for that one. Wow, that path with the 3 skulls in a row looks dangerous. I almost don't want to do that. Then I remembered we have 2 Joker cards, and there's a Joker square over here. So, oh wow, look at all those extra skull tiles there I'm seeing. Clanker's Cavern Whale needed air. What did you swim through way down there? A large key? Technically? Yes, that is correct. Technicalities and whatnot. See the picture on the screen? Do you know where you have been? Oh, this one's a bit harder to answer. It's like a blue curtain with squares on it. I'm pretty sure it's Freezy Peak because I saw like snow in the background. But it's Freezy Peak. Could have been Click Clock Wood in winter though. That's a pretty tricky one. Once again, what's on the screen? Where you been? Bubble Gloop Swamp. Easy. The green, the wooden fences around Mumbo's skull, which that obviously is. That's a pretty easy one to get. Alright, we got another music-related question, and we are going to go for that other Joker just so we can skip the 3 skull tiles in a row. Oh yeah, but since it's music-related, I have to do this. I actually had my ear perked up and everything ready to listen. Oh well. Then again, when you listen to music from a level, not only is it a really easy question, since every theme sticks out, it's like whatever. And this one, again, only has 2 real answers. And I still got it right on the first try. The newsstand is where I've been. What's my favorite magazine? Okay, so this one's going to throw me off since this is like a second playthrough I've done in a while. I think it was this one. I think it was this one for this playthrough, though. Yes, it was. Wow, I've been doing really good with the grunty questions, even though I didn't bother, like, jotting them down or anything. I'm just going off memory. Oh, it's another music... Man, way to get sidewinded there on Joker tile, get a music-related question. Which character has this dumb voice? Expect one of these answers. Hobo... Wait, this is a complete freebie. Because there's only 1 camel character in the game. Well, that's strange. It's like, why'd they even bother? Alright, here's 3 facts on Freezy Peak. The one that's true is what you seek. It features 5 bears, 5 giant ice cubes live there, and there are 5 snowmen. Wow, this one's actually pretty tricky. So, it features 5 bears, right? Is that question from earlier? Yeah, look at that. Alright, we got another time challenge. So, Boss Boom Box is one of them, but I think the rest of them can be, like, an actual challenge. Okay, this one's good, because if I had to do Tip Top's Choir again... Well, actually, that one's not really music-related, but it's still kind of annoying. So, we gotta instantly kill the mummy. And this challenge is like 25 seconds less than the other one. So, that's pretty bad. But, it's still pretty much the same challenge and go. I'm not even sure if, like, the tile placements are different. Like, is there still 2 Jinjos back-to-back here? Oh, there are. So, I guess maybe the tile placements are the same. There's Banjo's face right there. He looks really happy to be here, let me tell you. So, let's go ahead and get Mumbo knocked out. Blue eggs. Blue egg. Wait a minute. So, wait, that's how the Kazooie tiles were organized? I don't seem to remember being like that. So, musical note over there, and blue eggs over here. So, the blue eggs situation... wait. Okay, there we go. I'm trying not to get tilted by this. Honeycomb. Where was the honeycomb? Okay, good. So this tile is the eggs. So this has to be an egg. Alright, and I guess all that's left is Banjo. Good. And then good. So, with this variation, you definitely need to defeat that mummy, because if that mummy hits you one time to delay your movement, that's probably it. So, I forget which button it is to do the Joker skip. Is it Z? Is it B? Oh, yeah, it is B. Bam, bam. Okay. You know what? Oh, I should save the Joker for that last, skull. Wow, this is a pretty good path I mapped out, isn't it? Alright, so picture on the screen, do you know where you've been? Is this seriously gonna give me Treasure Trove Cove again? I mean, it's my favorite level in the game, so, I mean, you're kind of just giving me freebies here. So there we go. So we've effectively only have 2 questions left. In Click Clock Wood, he's the king. What's the squirrel doing in spring? Wait, he is not the king. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What was he doing in spring? Was he sleeping in his bed? Because I'm pretty sure that's what he does in winter. Yeah, that's what he does in winter. He's eating his nuts in the spring? Perhaps? Okay, that's what he was doing. Because he definitely wasn't doing anything with Naughty. Alright. I usually curl up in a heap. Where does Grunty like to sleep? I know sometimes it can be a pile of treasure. But the other answers just didn't speak out to me. But apparently that's not the case, so... comfy dumpster? Was that what it was? Ooh, it was actually a pigsty. Did we miss a Brentilla? It'd be strange if we did. But, bam! There we go. Hey, now that's a pretty good path I picked out there. Alright.
No one can win, I was assured, by the makers of this board. It's not fair. I want to win. How I long to be real thin. Now you can take the prize on show, while up the winding stairs I go. You won't catch me, I've made sure. All the credits you'll now endure.
Oh, yeah, well... I may not have a lot to comment on with those credits they're talking about. So, it's kind of funny how they try to choose a prize. I mean, there's only one real prize here. Who would want a grunty dog? Come on now. So, that's pretty funny jab from Kazooie there. So, but it is obviously this isn't really the end of the game. Grunty ran away, and we still have to take care of her. So, yeah, let's just get out of this dump. Alright, so now it's going to do, like, a roll call of all the different characters, and I guess I could just comment on it, but, yeah, it's a roll call of the characters, and what they're doing is that they are basically spelling out the credits themselves. I really can't skip this. You can't push the start button or anything to skip this, even though, yeah, that's unfortunate. I'm not sure if I should cut this out or not. I mean, it's technically credits. I'll tell you what, I'll just let the rest of the game play out, and my commentary will resume once everything is said and done. Juju, this is also how you figure out, like, the names of the actual enemies. Oh, there's Conga. Yeah, long time no see, so. Yeah, I'm gonna say that, I'm going to take a commentary break, drink some water, and I will be back for commentary once all this is complete. And there's Brentilda, so there you go. Reminds me a lot of the fairy godmother from Cinderella. But anyway, yep. Aha! And now I can finally come back. I mean, still technically in the character credits, but this is the actual, like, ending one of the game. Because, yeah, there's another ending when we actually defeat Gruntilda, because of course we are. But the heroes take a breather because they, at the very least, were able to rescue Tootie. Which is good. It's really funny how the sequel is called Banjo-Kazooie, and then they don't have Tootie. I know the names aren't exactly the same, but man, it is weird how that happened. And it's like she's just gone in that game. I mean, yeah, they're all celebrating and having a party, which is understandable, because they did what Banjo-Kazooie did what they set out to do, which was to rescue Tootie. I don't think they were really planning to defeat Gruntilda, per se, but yeah, Tootie, I think Tootie's the one that's, yeah, she's like, what's the party for? Grunty got away, so get back up there and finish the job. Yeah. Well, good to have a little bit more of this game, because honestly, I can never get enough of Banjo-Kazooie. I don't know about you guys, or Banjo-Kazooie gameplay in general, because Tooie is really good too. Just a lot to it's a lot to digest. So, but thankfully, the game is nice enough to put us right back in the quiz show area. So that's pretty nice. So we're just going to talon trot up here because, yeah, this is where Granny went. And now is where things get really juicy. It's also going to be a bit of a litmus test about how much completion you are actually able to achieve. Also, the cauldron, that'll save you like half a minute because it's from the other side of the furnace fun and whatnot. So I saw an extra life. I guess we're going to have to do that method to get it because it's really hidden. So you need 810 notes in order to unlock the final door. So you can do the furnace fun before you do a level. So you can skip one level and then do furnace fun, which will be a disadvantage because there might be some questions you don't know about. But you need to have gone into every level at least once to get all the way here. And check this out. Ah, now that's a face only a mother could love. But this is the painting that unlocks the way to the actual final battle. But we still have 6 Jiggies left over. Isn't that interesting? So let's head on over here. And hey, this is the room where the magic happened. In case you guys, well, I assume you did, because I left it in at the end of the first episode of this Let's Play. This is where the game over screen happens. Yeah, that's pretty interesting how I did that. But more interestingly, besides that room, which is worth showing off, we want to head over here past the door we unlocked because there's still more stuff here. So this is the actual ding pot, like the ding pot. All of the others were just warp cauldrons or magic cauldrons or whatever you want to call them, but this is the guy, the ding pot. And he actually shows up again in another Banjo game. I won't say which one in case I do a Let's Play on it, but yeah, it's pretty nice to see Dingpot again. For me, anyway. For you guys, it might be first time. Who knows? You might be using this Let's Play as a barometer to see if it's worth paying the $50 a year for the Switch Online Expansion Pass. And I will say that will be up to your discretion. But it's not a bad... I don't think it's a bad deal. I will say that much. I don't think it's a bad deal, but it definitely could have been a better deal. Hopefully they put more content on here as of recording this in February of 2022. We're going to have Majora's Mask in a week or two, so that'll be nice. It's like one of my favorite games of all time or something. Anyway. Yeah, Dingpot's just going on about his stuff about... we have to jump inside of Dingpot in order to actually reach Grunty. So, to peck the witch's butt. That sounds like a Kazooie line, Banjo. So if you've collected even more notes than the 810 required, you can unlock these little areas that will instantly refill your gold feathers, your blue eggs, and the red feather one is over here somewhere too. I think it's all the way over here. Really useful for the feather refills, I find, but the eggs, you're probably not going to run out of those too often, truth be told. So there we go. We have all of our items set up again, and we will, of course... Okay, so this is the note door that requires 882, and this is the very final note door. So 882, I think that's something like 97 or so notes per level. Something crazy like that. So you can be off by a very small number, but more importantly, you need 4 Jiggies to unlock the ability to have double your health. That's right. Double your health. Signified by red honeycombs. So you have a 2 Jiggy, only 2 Jiggies. Like, seriously, at that point, you may as well just get them all. Like, seriously. So we're going to go ahead and create a save state here in front of Dingpot. And without further ado, let's get the final battle started, ladies and gentlemen. Ah, man, finally a real boss fight. Because, you know, Nipper, or Nibbler, or whatever his name was, and Boss Boom Box. For as much as I like Boss Boom Box, that's barely a boss fight when you know what you're doing. It's more like a glorified enemy encounter. Alright, so Grunty has a lot of phases going on here. So the first one, I might get them mixed up a little bit. I think the first one involves, dodging her attacks. Okay, so the first phase is dodging her attacks and waiting until her broom starts to burn out. And then, rat-a-tat-tat. I kind of misjudged the placement there. Ooh, those fireballs can be deadly. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I might want to be careful here. Bam! Roll at the last second. She only does it 2 times? That's weird. Alright, second rat-a-tat-tat. As you may expect, it's usually 3 hits for each phase. So, alley-oop. And she's probably coming back to the rebound. Alley-oop. And then, she's going to do an additional time. Okay. And rat-a-tat-tat. There we go. So, bam. And we should be... she's going to do it again. A 4th time. Whoa, I thought it was 3. Oh, snap. That caught me off guard a little bit. But, ow. And it should be after this time she gets burnt out. Right? There we go. Alright. So now that we've taken care of that, let's do another safety state. Just, again, I really don't like doing this in the middle of the fight, but this is just to save some time. Alright, this spell you want to use gold feathers for. That is a safe way to dodge that. And every phase you do, she'll drop an extra honeycomb to refill your health. Okay, so now she's going to keep throwing her fireball projectiles. You want to wait until she's done throwing them, or wait for an opening to happen, and you want to crouch, and, ooh, I think this is a good spot. You want to crouch and shoot eggs at her when she stops throwing fireballs. Maybe it's 4. Oh, I got caught by the blast radius there. So, I think you want to shoot, like, oh man, because the aiming is so rigid. Alright, there we go. You want to shoot her 3 times, roughly. There's not enough eggs laying around here, honestly. There's only, like, a handful. So, your egg shots are really going to matter here. So, let's see. 1, 2, 3. She's going to do 1 more. Okay. And then I got caught by the blast radius again. I accidentally misclicked a beak buster. It's kind of annoying. But let's just wait out the fireballs. 1 more. Should... Dang, man. Whoa! I think they might have overdone a little bit there with the whole blast radius. So, thankfully, you're not going to burn through your eggs too much because there's only 3 eggs per, but you might miss a lot of your shots. But that's where Cheeto comes in clutch with the doubling your egg thing. She does jump around when you shoot her with the eggs, though, which is kind of funny, I'm not going to lie, but it's also kind of annoying for the timing. Wait, the eggs respawn? Wait, are you serious? Wow, I'm going to get in on that action when it's convenient. Alright, yeah, it seems like it's 4 hits to each phase, which is very interesting. Okay, so I have to mind the blast radius, and... Whoa! Man, I am really, treading the needle here, I feel. So, okay, now she's really going fast. And, oh! Alright, should be another one of these, which I think goes through the rock. Alright, now begins the fun part. Now, okay, this actually isn't the best part of the fight, but now we're going to do, the part where we have to fly in the air. And we have to take advantage of the beak bomb. So, oh man. Again, I keep misjudging how close I am to her. So, alley-oop. Okay, lucky shot there for me. Oh, and she does shoot fireballs in the air, so be careful. Bam! Another lucky shot on my part. So, she might be shooting. Oh! I get hit before I could pull it off. Darn it. Man, that was pretty close, though. That was also really close. I'm kind of annoyed about that one, to be honest. But, oh god, she's really far away. She's probably going to start spamming her fireballs any minute now. Unless I do... Wait, did that hit? I think I got her at the end of the broomstick. Okay, she's spamming her fireballs, which is a sign that that probably connected. Alright, and... Ooh! I think I got it. Was that the 4th hit, though? Yeah, that was. Oh, now we've got the shield to deal with. I don't know if this is a separate phase or if this is the final hit, so I'm going to do that just in case. Honeycomb hasn't dropped yet. Oh, wait, what? Oh, a honeycomb has dropped, so this is a new phase. Alright, let's do our best to dodge the fireballs then. Ooh.
Your friends are in trouble. We Jinjos will help you. Jinjo!
Okay, so now we gotta shoot eggs in the Jinjo statues to break that shield that Grunty has. Easier said than done. But thankfully the Jinjo statues only require 1 egg each. For now. Probably wondering what I mean by that. It is pretty cool that these items here regenerate, though. I never knew that. But then again, it makes sense. Because, yeah. That'd be pretty inconvenient. Especially if you came in here with, like, not unlimited stuff. So, yeah. We're gonna need a lot of Wonder Wing during this final phase. So, 4 hits on Grunty each time, and there are 4 Jinjo statues, of course. Getting really lucky with the egg aiming on my part. I know I'm saying I'm getting lucky a lot, but this fight is pretty hard. I've already been hit a bunch of times. Even with the double HP. How did that hit me? God. I probably walked right into it, but still. Alright, was that the... The egg didn't connect. Jesus. Come on now. Freaking green ginger over here. God. And, you know what? Don't be afraid to use Wonder Wing if you think you're going to get hit by a regular fireball. Alright, we got into another phase here, so... Do another one of these, because, yeah, running a little low on the health situation over here. So now she's been grounded. Her broomstick is gone, and she's going to sit on her perch and spam those fireballs like crazy. But she's also going to sprinkle in the green spell every so often. And we don't want that to happen. So after the first onslaught, the Ginjonator, which is going to be pretty epic. You know what? Because this is the Ginger Gator, we get a freebie. We get a mulligan. So this is going to be the hard part. Is shooting enough eggs into the holes. And her fireballs go through the statue. So, yeah. Ain't that fun. Oh my god. So... Good time to try and start shooting eggs into the holes is right after her green spells, because she's kind of like that. And yeah, you see how annoying it is. I'm literally right up against the hole, and it's just not connecting. She is really accurate in this phase. Like, holy hell, why does she need a homing spell if she's going to be this accurate with her fireballs? Let me try and wait out, and then, yeah, do another one of those. And then... Yeah. Do it dead center. That ought to work. Or point blank, I should say. I want to talk about point blank. There we go! Ladies and gentlemen. And that's going to wrap up Banjo-Kazooie right there, because this is about to really hurt Grunty over here. So, I mean, what is there to say? Let's just sit back and let it play out. Mwah! Beautiful. Just beautiful. And one last attempt at an F for you. Short for you know what. And yeah. That takes care of Granny the Witch. And she's going to get put under a rock for 2 years. Because Banjo-Tooie released 2 years after Banjo-Kazooie. Just a funny commentary on that sort of thing. Damn! Shoot. She better get Klungo to help her out of that mess. That guy's been pretty loyal to her so far, so, you know. But yeah, that's going to wrap up Banjo-Kazooie, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful game. One of the best platformers ever made. Objectively better than Mario 64, but, you know, Mario 64 was basically the first one, so it is what it is. We wouldn't have games like Banjo-Kazooie if not for Mario 64. So I have nothing but respect for the title, you know. And we get a nice little cutscene of everybody on the beach. It's pretty nice. Bottles chewing on some watermelon. Excellent tasting fruit, I must say. And yeah. So this is pretty much going to wrap up Let's Play Banjo-Kazooie. This is the first Let's Play that I'm doing for the Rare Anthology, as we're going to title it. And next time on the Rare Anthology, I'm thinking I'm going to do some Donkey Kong Country. Because, yeah, I have a lot to say about how good the games are. Mostly the first two. But for completion's sake, I think I want to do all 3 games. I know some people don't really like the third Donkey Kong Country that much. But I think people put a little too much hate on that game sometimes. Is it better than the first 2? Well, you know what? I'll reserve my thoughts for when those Let's Plays hopefully eventually get made and put out. But, you know. We are a variety gaming channel here, yeah, so we're not always going to do stuff with commentary. We do stuff without commentary, and now We get an actual character roll call, and they don't announce the credits. This is like the second part, I think, something like that. So we get Dingpot, we get Klungo, and we get Topper. Because yes, all of the vegetable enemies in Spiral Mountain have names, so... And there's going to be like a cutscene after this of Mumbo showing us a picture, and the picture is a hint towards Stop and Swap. Now regarding that, I will say that if we see enough demand in comments on these Let's Play videos for Banjo-Kazooie, we can and will release a bonus video or two, because there's still some extra stuff in this game. It's just that none of it is essential to 100% completion, and very little of it actually helps with beating the game. So, but that's why I showed off the 3 Cheetos, because the Cheetos are technically not necessary for 100%. But they do help out a lot for the rest of the game, as well as the final boss battle with Gruntilda. So, you know. And I just like going for the Cheetos anyway, so every time I do a 100% run of this game, I always go for the Cheetos, personally. So, but then again, I don't do speedruns of this game. That said, speedruns of this game are pretty fun to watch. Trying to see how people optimize the routes to get all of the items and stuff, it's neat. It's also really great reference material to make a fast and snappy, I should say, a relatively fast and snappy Let's Play, I would think. Yeah, there's Snacker the Shark. Don't get knackered, or you'll be eaten by Snacker. Hey. You think Grunty's the only one dishing out rhymes? I can dish them out too if I really want to. Grill Champa. That's funny. So what are the ones in Mad Monster Mansion called? They're called Skeletal Chompy or something? And the Muty Snippet Crabs, because yeah. Whiplash. Those things have names? Huh. I mean, they are annoying things, and then there's Croctus. Croctus is cool. Or the Croctuses are cool, I should say. Flibbit, Ribbit, and all this stuff. Yeah, if we see enough demand, I'm more than willing to do a bonus video for Banjo-Kazooie. I'm just not really feeling like it, like at this moment in time. Heck, I don't know, maybe during downtime I might just do it, because it would mostly center around the mystery of Stop and Swap, which I think is interesting enough in its own right. The only part I don't like is entering the sandcastle codes required to unlock the said Stop and Swap items. That takes a long time to do. I guess I could do it ahead of time and just say what the codes are, but I don't know about that one, Chief. But yeah, I think it would be cool to do that, and also, there's a secret in Banjo's house, believe it or not. What that secret is, you may already know, but if you don't, well, hey, post in the comments saying, we would love to see you do a bonus video for Banjo-Kazooie, Leslie. Oh, please. You know what, I'll think about it. For now, we got these 8 episodes for Banjo-Kazooie, and I'm looking forward to doing another rare series of Let's Plays. Probably not Banjo-Tooie next time. Banjo-Tooie, I will say this right here and now. I hope you didn't skip ahead through this second credits, because we're going to miss out on this tidbit. But Banjo-Tooie will only happen in Let's Play form if it gets released on the Nintendo Switch Online. Because otherwise, I don't think I would have enough of an interest to actually go through the entire game in post-commentary fashion, because it's a long game. Although post-commentary could cut out on a lot of the backtracking, but then again, that's what jump cuts are for. So, yeah, it'll mostly depend on that sort of factor, as it were. But as for now, wow, the skeleton enemy is called Limbo? That's funny. But for now, this is where Let's Play Banjo-Kazooie ends, and next time on Let's Play the Rare Anthology, we're going to be taking a step back into the past, and we're going to go over the Donkey Kong Country Super Nintendo trilogy. And for those wondering if I would do a commentary for any of the newer Donkey Kong Country games, maybe, but they wouldn't be part of the Rare Anthology because they were not developed by Rare. They were developed by Retro Studios, another very talented development studio responsible for the Metroid Prime trilogy. And Yeah, two of the best Donkey Kong games ever made as well. They are a talent. They have talent, let me tell you. But, yep, that's going to wrap this up. So, I'll let the final cutscene speak for itself. And Big Clucker. That's funny. And hey, I'll see you guys next time for the Donkey Kong Country, or if you decide to watch another Let's Play with me in it, which will probably be all of them at this point, for the most part. Goose has shown up in a few of the multiplayer Let's Plays, if you're observant about this sort of thing. But, yeah, it's going to wrap this up. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Yep. Goose! I name dropped the sequel. Whoa!